Thanks for joining us. I'm Mel, and this is Rachel.
Hello.
She's a yoga teacher, trainer extraordinaire, and instructional expert for yogis and others, and one of my besties.
So nice to be here.
Yeah, it's very nice to have you. Yeah. What are we talking about today?
So, Mel, you are so good. So good.
That's why I wear white.
It's so good at holding space for. Okay, so in my world, yoga is, I love emotion to be part of the yoga. So people think you got to go to yoga, you got to be calm. I say no. You come to yoga and you bring your whole self. You bring all the emotions, all the feels, all the stuff to the mat.
Sure.
But that said, and you're so good at this, how do newer teachers, how do we hold space for all of that, for all of those kinds of feelings?
Because it's a whole being practice, so it's not just like a bunch of bones and muscles moving around in the room. No.
Can I just say a little pet peeve here?
Yeah, sure.
I really dislike it when yoga teachers tell me to smile.
Oh, please.
I really like, and I just want to throw that out there. I understand where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's coming from a good intention.
It's coming from a good intention, but I go to yoga and there are days, my friend, I'm like depressed or sad and I just need to be authentic to myself, and you tell me to smile and I'm like, that's not my truth. And it feels really disingenuous, and it feels like it's about the teacher needing to feel comfortable. Rather, you know what I mean? With like everybody looking pleasant. New teachers, you go teach your yoga class, people look like they are pissed off at you. They look really mad sometimes because they're focused.
Yeah, because they're focused. I mean, it's also result oriented. So I love the journey.
Yes.
You know, whether you smile or you cry or whatever, let's just get into the moment, and that's going to be messy, and it can be messy. Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yes,
like how,
the mess. How do we hold space?
Yes. And so I'd say the first thing that I would say for any teacher and a new teacher and myself to hold space is to get anchored in your own body and your own breath. So I think sometimes there could be that feeling of like, oh my goodness, something's happening there, and then I need to come and fix it, right? And the energy moves up through teacher, right? So anchor your feet.
And part of that comes from feeling like there's something wrong to fix.
Yes.
That it needs to be fixed. Doesn't need to be fixed.
No, actually, it's perfect. That's what we want, someone to have their experience, to be able to shift from the bridge, from here to there, and that's the process. So anchor yourself, anchor your breath with that pause.
Yes.
Pause. Because there's for many of us, a programmed response. Yeah. Oh, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
It's like something's wrong.
Or that, you're okay.
Oh.
You are okay.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve.
No.
You know what's a pet peeve?
What?
How are you? You're doing great.
Oh, I hate that. You're good, right?
Yeah.
How are you? You're good.
You look good.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like
So
what
just
you're
leave
hearing
space.
is the desire for authenticity, which requires some space and some listening.
Yeah. And you know what? And doing our own practice.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Always walking that line between unconscious, pre-programmed behavior, and then intentional, more awake, more awake,
more big picture. Yeah, space and space.
Yes.
For me, it's like taking the pause to listen. So
then what would be the next part of that? Offer a Kleenex.
Offer a Kleenex. I love that. And I love, if students are, a lot of times students will have an emotional experience, and if they're newer to the practice, they may be confused by that or feel ashamed.
Sure.
Right? And so students will usually like hunker down into something like a child's pose. They'll, but if they don't know that they have permission to take care of themselves, then you can go up, not to fix them, but to say like, you can take child's pose if it feels good in your body, right?
Yeah.
Well,
what I also with that is there's a little bit of redirection. So, you have a room and sweet students having an experience. So you can say for the whole room, some sort of acknowledgement.
Yes.
So it's like acknowledgement. So there's not the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Right?
No elephants.
So it's so this practice brings up emotions. This is what we want for this aspect for us to clear. So feel free, if you're feeling, and you're moving through something, to take child's pose. Then move to a different area of the room.
Take attention away.
Yes.
Let them have space.
And then which I would say, then go to physical alignment. So let that happen and then be like, okay, stretch your arms forward, spread your fingers, lift up to down dog. So that student now is having their space, and then you're moving them on.
Yeah.
Everybody else on.
So it's normalized.
Yes.
It's all good. There's acknowledgement. This is important. It's like if a student gets kicked in the face in your yoga class, right? It's like a physical injury, God forbid.
Yeah.
But you cannot ignore that. And that's our tendency sometimes when we're newer teachers is like, I didn't see that. I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
We get it. But it's like when you have a student who's upset, if other students notice, you want to make the whole space safe by acknowledgement so that people know, oh, that person's being taken care of. This is okay. And then, yes, moving on. I love that. That's such a good tip.
Yeah. And then that also gives that student a chance to regulate themselves and then get back on board.
Yeah.
And continue the process of healing. And I love that to heal, we need to feel. So they're on their process, and it's...
to heal, we need to feel.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Or just add water, which is feeling is that, sacral water elements. We just need to let it flush, and that means it needs to flow. We don't want stagnant water.
Yes, no stagnant water.
No.
This is good. These are good tips.
I know. Cheers.
Cheers.
We should do this more often.
We're going to drink our water now. Or tea.
No, it's licorice tea.